How's it going, everybody? Shockwave984 here. Today is going to be part 10 of our anime collection that we have so far. And this one's going to be on another row of DVDs. So it's probably going to be another 2 parts, I think, after this, if I calculated it right. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first up, we have the 2 films of Afro Samurai. The director's cut is by Funimation and Gonzo. Really cool. Just action, kind of like Adventure away. This is a very dark movie. A lot of deep stuff in it. This is the 2-disc special edition. And unedited dialogue and picture as it was meant to be seen, never before seen footage, and extended ending. And yeah, this along with the second one is available on Blu-ray. I think there's like 2 versions. These have been out for a long time. So there's the first one, and then the second was Afro Samurai Resurrection. Same kind of deal, 2-disc special edition director's cut. And yeah, really cool movies. It just got better, going from the first one to the second one. You have Samuel Jackson as the lead character. I believe he's also this guy right here. It's called Ninja. I believe that's him, or I think it's someone else. But voice acting's good, action's great. You do have some comedy in there, kind of like dark humor, and this just got even better. So we just have the 2. That's all there is. But yeah, these versions, these are just DVD. They might be a little bit harder to find. These have been out for years now. So, but there is Blu-ray versions that you can get. And I want to say there's a 2-pack DVD edition as well. So yeah, Afro Samurai, really good. And if you hear a fan, there's a heat warning, so I have it on. Alright, so next up is Biohunter. Special edition is a really cool, say OVA, because it is pretty short. And you have this thing where these, like these monsters appear, like there's some kind of thing going around, but people investigating, one of them also has that ability, but he uses it for good. You get to see how he deals with that. And, yeah, from the director of Wicked City and Ninja Scroll. This is very, I think out of print, much older DVD, so might be kind of hard to find, so be careful with pricing. Next up we have Blood, the Last Vampire. This is the anime movie. There is a, or I think it's an OVA. No, I think it's a film, because there is like a difference. There is a live action film of this that I have seen. I'm not sure if that's really close to this, or if it's just like, they did their own thing. This is very well animated. This is a incredible looking film. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray version of this that you can get. If there is, it might not be out here in the States because I haven't found it. Yeah, so there is Blood the Last Vampire. This was getting pretty hard to find for a while until I found it secondhand, along with Biohunter and a bunch of these. So yeah, if you can find it, pick it up. I recommend it. Next up we have Vampire Hunter D. This is the original DVD release by Urban Vision, special edition. There is a Blu-ray version that you can get now, and there's also a steelbook, and I think it got redubbed, so I don't think it contains the original that's in here. And next up is Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, and what a contrast going from one to the other. This one of course has like an older style, say hand-drawn look to it. Still looks good, and then you go to this and it just looks incredible, just night and day difference pretty much. And Bloodlust was great. And here's the DVD. It's got a nice slipcase. And then here's the back. Yeah, incredible job that they did with this this second one. And both films, you know, really good. And yeah, I highly recommend both. I think Bloodlust also got a Blu-ray release as well. So luckily these are still available. So these older editions, you might find them used a lot, which is where I found Bloodlust. And yeah, so. Next up we have, I'm going to do maybe 2 at a time because we got quite a bit for this one. For part 11? Yeah, this is part 11, yeah. Macross 2 the movie, or Super Dimensional Fortress, Macross 2 the movie. This played on, was it Stars? Yeah, I want to say it was Stars a lot. And of course Macross, I grew up watching the Robotech series. And then this eventually came out. And I think there's like a series of movies. And I think there's a different name for this. I think it's Lovers Again, I think. Yeah. But yeah, really cool movie. I might be able to find it new. This has, you know, that classic hand-drawn animation, but looks great. Looks really good. Music is awesome. That's always been a big thing with Macross. And we have Ghost in the Shell. This is the special edition by Manga Entertainment. Because the original, I think, DVD release didn't have much in terms of extras. This one has like a second disc with a bunch. And the first one has all the like specs. You have 6.1, DTS, surround, 5.1. And yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Eventually I'm going to show all of the other films and stuff that we have. So, continue those. This is an older edition. And but it's also getting a 4K, which is interesting. Next up we have both volumes of the Guyver Bio Booster Armor. This is part 1. Dark series. We used to rent this on VHS a lot. We used to go to it was Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. You know, growing up, and I didn't know that this was animated because that was back. We're just renting different things. There's a couple other series I'm going to show in here that I used to rent, and here is Volume 2 of the Guyver, and yeah, very dark action. Just man. There's some messed up stuff that happens in this. The Guyver. Of course, you have like your science fiction and stuff. You know, this kid named Sho. He finds this item, and it attaches himself, and it's called the Guyver. You just follow it from there. And yeah, really cool OVA series. Yeah, I think they're OVAs. And Volume 2, I did not see. Like, I didn't see the end of this until I got this. Because I mostly just rented like the first half. And yeah, so the Guyver, really good. These are older DVD sets, so they might be a little bit harder to find. And there is a newer series, and that's pretty much about it. So, but if you can find these for pretty cheap, I say pick them up. Or the VHS editions. And next up, we have the Patlabor films. Or Patlabor. So we have the movie, Patlabor 2 the movie. These are releases by Hanamives. Pretty cool, simple releases. And we also have World War 3, which I believe is what that is. World War 3, yeah. Patlabor. Or WX3, yeah. And this was really different. This has some kind of scientific experiment, I think, gone wrong. And it comes with a bunch of extras. Mini Pata, which is like this little like segment thing they did. It's pretty funny and supplemental. Patlabor don't have any of the actual show or OVAs, but the movies are really good. A lot of work went into these, and you know, you can find them. There is a set that contains all these, the movies and OVAs all in one. So yeah, Patlabor. Alright, next up we have Code Geass, Seasons 1 and 2. I did do a video for these. And yeah, so feel free to check those out. Show these, the OVAs, the movies. And yeah, Code Geass played on Toonami a lot. Really good show. Amazing. These are older DVD sets, but they do have Blu-ray editions now. So yeah, these are the Bandai sets, so be careful of pricing. Alright, next up we have is another series that I used to rent a lot. Devil Hunter Yoko, volumes 1 and 2. So this, along with the Guyver, were VHSs that we used to rent. And, you know, didn't know that this was anime at the time. It was those two and a bunch of others. I think Biohunter was one of them. Vampire Hunter D as well. And, you know, pretty cool series. Love the music in these. There was a thin pack set that you can get of the whole series. That's an older edition. And then you just have these ones. These are by ADV. And, yeah, Devil Hunter Yoko. You know, warriors taking on monsters and stuff, creatures, and of course you have like your, you know, high school drama and things like that, comedy. Pretty cool. Yeah, Devil Hunter Yoko. So be careful of pricing, you know, if you happen to find them. Alright, next up we have Princess 9. Awesome series. This did get a re-release. I want to say that is still available. It's all in one set. This is an older, thicker pack. This is by ADV. I did do a video on this. Love the music. The story is great. And, yeah, Princess 9, I would say this is a classic series. It's really fun. And, yeah, if you can find it, either version, highly recommend picking it up. Alright, so next up we have Angel Links, which is the spin-off to Outlaw Star. I did do a video on that, showing both. Pretty cool series. This is the old Bandai complete collection. Sorry, I paused there. So this one, probably going to be pretty expensive depending on where you get it. But luckily it did get a re-release just on DVD. And it didn't look like it was too pricey. So, Angel Links. Alright, next up we have an older series, Chobits. Really cool. It is a very nice set. It comes with like a CD and stuff. We do have all of the manga. And I did do a video for both the anime and the show. I think I did all in one video, if I remember correctly. And Chobits, just kind of a cool comedy series. There are some dark themes in here as well. Highly recommend reading the manga. The manga is really good. And yeah, the anime also pretty decent. So this is an older set. This is by Genion. And I think it's still available. Maybe not this set specifically. I want to say Chobits is still available in general. I know the manga's gotten different re-releases. The anime, I can't quite remember offhand. But if you happen to find it, either this version or the single DVDs with the art box, or just separately, highly recommend Chobits. Next up we have, I've already shown the OVA for this, which I was trying to find for the longest time. Burst Angel. Pretty cool series. Had some kind of weird CG in it. Like, for instance, there's a giant robot. It kind of really stands out. This is a cool set. It's like a big digipack, and you get all the guidebooks, which is pretty nice. There is a Blu-ray edition, which does come with that OVA. It's called Infinite Burst. No. Infinity, I think it is what it's called. That was Infinite Burst. Oh, that's Exo World. But Burst Angel, pretty cool. You follow like this group of people, you know, that take different jobs and things like that. So, yeah. Alright, next up is Soul Eater, the DVD editions. And I did do a video on this and the Blu-ray. So there is part 1. There is part 2. There's 3. And there's for Soul Eater, really good series. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray as complete sets. Or I think the Blu-ray had a Meister, a weapon collection separately, but now they're mostly like in complete editions. There was like a yearbook set that you could get. I think that's long out of print now, and it's probably pretty expensive. But Soul Eater, I hope we get a like another version, because it's the manga is really good, which we do have. So, all right, next up is the complete series that we've gotten out here in the States. I think there's more that's been released since. Ikitosen. This is like a battle series with like there's a thing where you have like these spirits of these people, and it's like they've been reincarnated in a way. Like there's a big thing with Destiny, and they're all like they've been reincarnated in different people. So you have key figures. There's like a narrator, and yeah. So this is the original series, the first one. It is one of those, you buy the art box, you get the first volume, and like a there was like an extra in here, and you had to get the other 3. So that's season 1. Next up was Dragon Destiny, which is right here. This is by Anime Works. This is long out of print. The first season, you can get a save edition for the first season. And there was like a regular box set too. So this should still be available. Dragon Destiny, I don't think it's gotten a re-release out here in the States. Yeah, so this one's probably going to be a lot harder to find. So be careful of pricing. And then the last 2 are Great Guardians, which is right here, and Extreme Executor. And these do include like OVAs and stuff. But yeah, it's like a big long story, because if I remember correctly, they're all connected. So yeah, this is pretty cool. You know, like battle series, tournaments and stuff. There is a thing in here which is kind of weird. Like if a person attacks, there's a bunch of series that do this where it seems like, oh, that attack didn't hit, but yet it tears off stuff. It's really weird. There's a bunch of series that were doing that, I think, around the time that this was out. So I think there's some that still does. But yeah, Ikitosen. And I think these are still available. They might be kind of expensive depending on where you look. Yeah. Alright, so we are down to the last 3. So last up, or first up, is Real Bout High School. It's another like battle series where these schools have these competitions, and it's like, yeah, Real Bout High School. It's like a fighting game in a school, pretty much. And everybody has like different weapons, different abilities and stuff. Voice acting is pretty good. Comedy is great. And just a fun little series. This is by, this is a Tokyo Pop release, which Tokyo Pop, you know, they've been gone for years now. And, you know, yeah, Real Bout High School, I don't think this has gotten a re-release. So this is probably pretty rare now. So, but if you can find it, I'd say pick it up. It also comes with like a CD. Alright, so last 2. So the first one is Angelic Lair. We do have the manga for this as well. It's like a tournament, kind of, I would say like school drama, you know, action series. You have these angels, and they fight in a lair. So that's what these little beings are. And you can like customize them, make it look, you know, however you want and stuff. It is a cool little, you know, fun little show. And this one, so you got the first volume, and then you had to get all the other 6. So yes, I did do that. That's when Suncoast was around. Let me know in the comments if you remember Suncoast. And yeah, it's pretty beat up. Just wear and tear. It's an ADV series. So luckily, this is still available both on DVD and I want to say Blu-ray release as well. There was a thin pack edition too, and the manga is available in either, I think it was just 5 volumes was the original release, and then there's like 2 omnibuses, which we do have. So yeah, Angelic Lair, pretty cool, fun series. Alright, and last up for part 11 of our anime collection so far, Robotech, the Protoculture Collection. Really, really cool set. I have shown Robotech already in another part. It's the it's like another box set that was like way thinner than this. But this was like the first real big one. And there you see one of the Valkyries. Alright, there it is, the ADV release. You get all 3. So you get the Macross Saga, Masters, New Generation, and you also get the extras disc that came with all of them from all the individual big releases, or individual releases that came out. And there you see the Macross, the Super Dimensional Fortress in its robot form. Just really cool series. Had no idea this is 3 animes brought over and cut down, re-edited. And yeah, but really cool series. Highly recommend this. This set is highly out of print, so definitely be careful of pricing. And yeah, so with that does it for part 11. And let's go ahead and display a bunch of these. So let's put let's see. So let's put Code Geass in there. Let's put Soul Eater. Alright. And okay, so now let's put Tilson. I might change the picture. And let's go and put Patlabor. Just for now. Alright, so yeah, so with that, have you guys seen any of the movies, TV series, OVAs that I've shown today? If so, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.